Hey guys, my name is Moon and welcome back for more Umineko When They Cry episode 4. So yes, last time we saw how wonderful a mother Rosa is, right? She was very wonderful. She was very good. So let's see what happens today. Yes, I can't wait to see what Maria would do.
あんたさえいなければ私はとっくに女としての幸せをつかめたのよ。
Damn.
あんたの存在が私の幸せをいつも邪魔するのよ。
Imagine this, right? Maria always waiting for her mom, always listening to her, always, doing everything she says. And then this is what Rosa is saying to her. Damn, really, that really hurts.
私だってあんたなんか産みたくなかったわよ。 いいえ、違うわ。あんたと一緒に幸せな家庭を築けたらと思ったわよ。でもあんたが生まれる直前にあいつは蒸発したわ。
That man disappeared right before your birth. So Maria's dad. So he was never there. He was never there anyways, like even in the beginning. Not even once.
私と温かい家庭を築くと言って私を騙し永遠に私の前から消え去ったわ。残ったのはあんただけ。愛も思い出も何もない。
No love or memories or anything remained.
あの男は今どこへ。私との日々を温かな思い出に勝手に変えて新しい恋人に出会ったかもしれない。
Yeah, most likely.
そして今度こそ幸せな家庭を築けたかもしれない。そして私はあんたがいる。恋も探せない。男は好きに女を渡り歩いて武勇伝気取りなのに、女には私にはあんたがいる。あんたという重しがいるのよ。
The thing is, you have a daughter. There is your love. Yes, why can't you put your love to your daughter?
あんたのせいで私は恋を探せない。愛が得られない。一人。いいえ、それさえも許されてないわ。私には一人で酔いつぶれたい夜さえ許されていない。あんたは誰？何者？私の人生を台無しにして私の新しい人生さえ許してくれないあんたは私の人生の何者なのよ。死ね！消えろ！あんたなんか生まれてきた時から大嫌い。あんたがお腹の中にいた頃から大嫌いだった。それを前向きに受け入れようと頑張って良き母を演じてきたわ。
Oh my god.
私は頑張った。同世代の女性たちが独身を謳歌し時に恋に遊びあるいは愛に結ばれるのを横目に見ながら私は女と母の二足のわらじを吐き続けたわ。その私の苦労を誰がねぎらったの？誰も褒めない、称えない。自業自得。子持ちは嫌。負け組の遠吠え。うぶな小娘がいい？こっちから願い下げよう。ケツの青い若造どもが。必死だった私はさぞかし簡単に落ちる女に見えたろうさ。必死だったわよ。まだまだ恋をしたい年頃の私が日々を仕事と育児で忙殺されていきこのまま老いてこのまま人生を終えるだろうと悟った時どれほど必死だったか想像もつかないでしょうよ。あんたの本当の父親ももちろん憎いわよ。でも 破局を迎えた責任は私と彼に半々だわ。私にも逃げられるだけのしつこさがあったのかもしれない。でもその後の破局は全部あんたのせい。私はあんたにそれをなじったことはあったないでしょ。男に逃げられて酔いつぶれたいその次の日があんたの授業参観。泣き晴らした目を厚化粧でごまかして、あんたが的外れな発言をしてクラス中から失笑されてた時の私の気持ちなんてあんたどころか世界中の誰にもわからないでしょうよ。あんたが嫌い、大嫌い。そしてこれまでにあんたを本当に愛したことなんてただの一度もない。
Maria's face was still stiff. If the words really had been blades, Maria's whole body would probably be stained red with fresh blood by now. True, those words, man, it was so harsh. Even after gaining the power of a witch and resolving herself to take revenge for Sakutaro, she couldn't stand these curses coming out of her mother's mouth. Poor Maria. I wonder if Beatrice would try to get involved here, or is she just gonna leave it to Maria?
情欲に溺れた女のなんと醜きことか。これがこの女の本性よ。邪悪を極めし千年の魔女のわらわとて見るに耐えぬことこの上なし。ああマリアよ、今こそ決別の時。そなたの母を名乗った醜き肉の塊を打ち砕け。そなたの無垢なる魂が親子なる鎖にてこれ以上束縛される意味はなし。自らの魂を自らの手で今こそ解放せよ。そなたは自らを守る牙と爪を今こそ手に入れたのだ。
マリアを苦しめてきた日々を今こそ思い知らせてやる。苦しみの日々を今こそ復讐してやる。その私を苦しめてきたのはあんたじゃない。私が復讐したいくらいよ。あんたが生まれる前にそうすればよかった。あんたなんか産まなければよかった。消えてしまえ。うわ
As Rosa howled in a way that can only be described by the word splat, her upper body was crushed. And in an instant, it became something similar to a wrong blood-stained towel.
潰れてしまえ。許せない、許せない。
クズがふさわしい姿よ。
Even though Rosa's waist and below was standing normally, just the upper half of her body had been pinched, and that extreme contrast was bizarre. Then she fell over, but the instant she fell over, her body was restored.
Shini nasai yo, anta ga.
さあマリア、そなたの怒りと悲しみはこの程度のものなのか。今こそ復讐の時、怒りと悲しみの生産の時。ぶつけろ、吐き出せ。そなたの胸に打ち込まれたくさびをすべて押し出し跳ね返せ。
Maria's howl was adorned with the ugly sound of flesh and bone being crushed at the same time. As Rosa, who had foully insulted Maria, lay spread-eagled. A neat, perfect circle was cut out of her chest and crushed, as though her chest had been trampled by an invisible elephant. Her heart and her lungs and her ribs were trampled so mercilessly that they were completely indistinguishable. I might have symbolized the pain in Maria's heart up until today.
さあマリア、そなたの気はこれで晴れたのか。母の罪が許せるか否か。無罪か有罪か。
許せない。まだまだ全然許せない。ママは有罪だ。有罪許せない。
無論だとも、そなたの苦渋の日々がこの程度の罰で見合ってなるものか。思い知るがいいローザ。さあさあ思い出してごらんなさい。そなたがどんな姿をしていたのか。殺されるためによみがえれ。己が罪を見そぐために殺されよ、何度でも。
When Beata waved her cane, the body was restored yet again, and Rosa sat up, coughing violently in apparent pain. And once again she spat out curses, rejecting Maria.
お前はママなんかじゃない。魔女だ。マリアとママを苦しめる魔女だ。ママの姿をしているからって許さない。許さない。魔女はあんたでしょ。気持ち悪い本ばかり読んで魔女ごっこにかぶれて消えるのはあんたの方よ。あんたのせいで私まで変わり者扱い。あんたのせいで。あんたのせいで。お前なんか産まなければよかった。お前なんか生まれてくるな。生まれてくる前から大嫌いだったのよ。
Maria screamed. Was she unable to bear her anger and sadness? Or else, had she been taken over by an indescribable emotion? It was surely a cry of hopelessness. And yet it was a reality that had to be accepted. Maria knew. She knew that she was thought of as a burden. But even though she herself had known that, she didn't believe it. She believed that her mother loved her and had done her best to positively interpret several events that could have made her doubt this, trusting and clinging to her mother's love, but she had no one except Mama. Even so, she really did like Mama, and wanted to return to the days when she'd believed that Mama loved her. So I howled, erased all of it. I won't accept it. I'll deny it. The black witch who makes her say them, and the part of myself that can't forgive my mother. But I can't deny it. This is reality, the fact, the truth, the answer. Without any mistake, this is absolute reality. Maria turned Rosa into a lump of meat over and over in the dark world that reflected her heart. Rang the ugly sound of their flesh and bone being torn apart, which would make anyone want to cover their ears. Each time Beatrice revived Rosa, she dragged her back into the world of endless torture, which could not be escaped from even by death. This was the true deepest hell the endless witch Beatrice could create. However, the world was not made endless by Beatrice's will, because every time Rosa turned into a lump of meat, she asked the same question to Maria.
気は晴れたか、マリア。
Are you satisfied?
そなたの怒りは母を許せるか。
許せるものか、許せるものか。許さない、許さない。マリアの苦しみのすべてを教えてやる。もっともっと教えてやる。まだまだ足りない、全然足りない。生まれた時から、生まれる前から蔑まれてきたこの怒りと悲しみがどうしても消せないの。あんたなんか大嫌い、大嫌い。
Revive over and over again. Return to meat lump over and over again. In various ways, she crushed, smashed, beat, and tore to bits. Flying blood splatter and flesh turned the once pitch black world into a world with mixed red and black. Maria's anger still hadn't calmed down. It was as though she was spitting out all the suppressed rage from the time of her birth until today. If that all became the poison to her heart, then would the repeated murder of her mother purify her soul? Would even this wasteful murder save her soul at least a little bit? This endless torture might have become a slight diversion from her sad, unrewarded life. After all, it seemed that she'd finally been able to regain her smile. Half of her skull collapsed. Oh my god, eyeballs flew out and black cranial fluid gushed. This is so gnarly, man. Fragments of teeth scattered. Even Maria is breaking right now. Hey, both of them are just breaking right now. Her whole chest along with her ribs turned inside out, exposing her filthy innards. All of them writhed like some kind of impure creature. Rosa couldn't laugh anymore, but her face was laughing. It was filled with a twisted laugh and covered with a malice that rejected her unwanted daughter. I erased that laughing voice. Next, I'll erase that laughing face. I'll erase it, crush it, and tear it to bits.
笑えよ。笑ってみせてよママ。
Oh my god, look at this.
どうしたのママ。起きてよ。絵本を読んでよ。お散歩に行こうよ。愛してるって言ってよ。次の日曜日の約束をしようよ。お買い物に行こう。映画に行こう。そしてその約束をどうせ破るんだよ。楽しいねママ。楽しいね。マリアは今ママと遊んでるんだね。
そうだ、そなたは今母と遊んでいるのだ。じゃれているのだ。どうか今の感情は。怒りでも悲しみでも苦しみでもないはず。
そうだね。わかるよベアトリーチェ。私は今すっごく楽しいよ。ママと遊んでるんだもん。すっごく楽しい。そしてママを何度も何度も殺してるのに魔法一つで好きなだけ生き返らせられる。おもちゃは壊したら直せないから大事にした。でも治るおもちゃなら何度でも壊したい。でも作太郎は治らないんだね。治せないんだね。
Yes, he cannot come back.
作ったママが産んだママが認めないから。私もママに認められてないんだね。だから壊れたマリアももう治らないんだね。楽しくなったらなぜかママが許せる気がしてきたの。ねえベアト、これはとっても不思議な感情。どうしてマリアはママを許せる気持ちになってきたの？
それは生き死にを自由にできる力を得た魔女のみがたどり着く達観の境地よ。
I don't even know what to say anymore.
いつでも殺せる。必要なら蘇らせる。面倒ならまた殺せばいい。それをいつでも指一本鳴らすだけでできることを知ったなら、人の世のざれ言などその全ては聞き流すに等しい虫の声いいかよ。そなたに母を許そうという感情が芽生えたのは、そなたが母の愛に目覚めたからではない。そなたが今こそ真の魔女の世界の入り口に立ったからだ。ようこそマリア。深淵なる、そして甘美なる魔女の世界へ。
なったんだ。マリアはもうマリアじゃない。まだ見習いかもしれないけれど、人間の世界を超えた。私はもう原初の魔女見習いマリアなんだ。
The apprentice witch of origins, Maria.
もう私は何も悔しくない、悲しくない。ママ、許してあげるよ。きっと私はママを許せる。もうちょっとしたら許せると思うの。
I think I'll be able to forgive you after doing just a bit more.
だって魔女だから。
Insane, man. Maria would probably forgive her mother eventually, after brutally doing that to her countless times. Graciously. Jesus Christ. It was just, yeah, non-stop.
でけえな、今の落雷は。
Butler. So are we gonna finally get scenes with the other ones?
近いんじゃねえか。
みたいだね。
But this episode, I guess the lowest screen time, at least for now, for George, Butler, Jessica.
いくつになっても落雷にはビクッとさせられるね。
I think it's not even been like 30 minutes for their screen time in this game. Or in this episode. Butler was looking at the dark night through a crack in the curtains. Every once in a while, a pale white lightning bolt would shine and he seemed to be enjoying it.
お？なんだよ、バトラが騒がしくしてるからマリアが起きちゃったじゃねえか。ごめんなマリア、バトラが騒がしくて。
なんだよ、俺のせいかよ。悪いな、マリア。寝てていいぞ。おやすみな。
Maria was a bit hazy with drowsy eyes. She was probably half asleep and couldn't think straight.
おー、もういい。寝ない。
いいから寝てろって。まだ寝ぼけてるぜ。
寝ぼけてない。
なんだよ、もろに寝ぼけてるじゃねえか。寝てろ寝てろおい。
寝ぼけてない、寝ぼけてない。よせってバカバトラ。もう寝起きのこの機嫌を悪くするなんてバカだな。
Baka Butler.
寝ぼけてない、寝ぼけてないもん。
わかってるよ、マリアちゃん。寝ぼけてなんかないよ。だから落ち着いて。
寝ぼけてないもん、寝ぼけてないもん。
Maybe it was because of her delicate mental state after waking up, but Maria suddenly threw a tantrum. Butler had only been trying to tease her a bit, so he was confused by this extreme overreaction. George held her head, trying to calm her down, but Maria's tantrum wasn't going to be quelled so easily. Butler and Jessica were trying to push the blame on each other, saying it's your fault. It's your fault too.
こら、二人とも静かにして。ジェシカちゃん、ポットにまだお湯があったよね。お茶でも入れてあげてくれる？落ち着いた？マリアちゃん。
It looked like her tantrum was dying down bit by bit, but she still glared at Butler, who had made fun of her with sharp eyes.
バトラ君もふざけて言っただけなんだよ。マリアちゃんが寝ぼけてるなんて思ってないよ。だから落ち着いて。ね。
George noticed. Maria was staring at Butler with incredible eyes. And despite having just displayed all that emotion, she laughed in a small voice. Instead of a laugh, it seemed more like she was muttering while thinking about, or else counting each high. As though each time she said hi, something brutal would happen over and over and over. George felt something creepy for just an instant. I mean, if you've seen that and hear that, of course you would feel creepy. But he couldn't spot the madness that peeked out of the depths of the girl's eyes just for a moment. After a period of stunned silence on George's part, Maria stopped her bizarre quiet laugh and pushed George's arm aside as though telling him to let go.
許す。
そうマリアちゃんは偉いな。バトラ君、マリアちゃんが許してくれたよ。仲直りして。
悪いな、からかって。許してくれ。
ほら、マリア。仲直りの印にカフェオレ作ってやったぜ。
カフェオレ。
砂糖いっぱい入ってるから甘いぜ。
いらない。でも許すよ。魔女だからね。
Alright, we're back. We're back to the creepy Maria now. One more time, Maria laughed in a creepy, quiet voice. Honestly, I preferred this one rather than the crying one, the getting hurt one, the getting abused one. Yes, I'd rather have this. I don't want to see the other side again. But it was only for a very short time, so Butler and Jessica didn't think much of it. They decided to think that it had probably only looked that way when the lightning lit her cheek with a pale white light for an instant. At that time, they could hear the sound of loud footsteps coming from the hall. It was already 10:30 late at night, so I think the ones who escaped, right, at least from the door, was Goda and Kamusawa, right? And the other ones were, like, I guess, kind of, I don't know, like teleported by Gap. Late at night is usually a time when you aren't supposed to be disturbed. Hearing footsteps like that at this time was far from calming. Then, along with a clearly ominous knock that repeated fiercely, they could hear Goda and Kumasawa's voices that clearly told them that this was an abnormal situation. Goda, I mean, we can rely with Goda. We saw Goda, how he handled the situation, even though he lost in the second episode, right? At least he's reliable.
熊沢でございますよ。ご無事でございますか。どうしたものやら、どうしたものやら。
When George opened the door, the two of them tumbled and sopping wet. It looked like they had dashed here from the mansion without an umbrella.
どうしたんだよ、二人とも。何があったんだ。
それが親方様が、旦那様が、皆様方が。
But back then, I actually thought like Goda would be a coward. Like when stuff like this happens, he would just run away. But no, he was not like that. The dungeon. It was a pitch black room. There were no windows, and the weak light bulb, one could just barely make out the state of things around them. It appeared to be an old, forgotten underground storage room with some kind of dusty furniture haphazardly thrown into it. However, even with just a little light, one could at least make out that it probably wasn't a storage room. Okay, so let's take a break here. So there's a dungeon in this area. Do we have a tips, by the way? Let me see first. Do we have a tips? Tips. No, the Odaikon is still the last one. But yeah, I guess for Rosa, just when I saw her, when we saw her, I mean, when she was stalking, I think for her, in the beginning, she liked the idea of having a kid, I guess, of a family in the beginning. Like in the beginning. I think it was fine for her, but it changed, right? The dad or the father of Maria left, so I guess since like after that, yeah, it started, I suppose. Like she started resenting having Maria then, and then I guess she couldn't do what she normally does. She couldn't go on dates, I suppose. She couldn't drink all night and stuff like that. And I guess that's where the resentment started from Maria. Like even though she's showing that she could be a mother, like yeah, we saw it, like birthday, right? Maria's birthday, she would bring presents to Maria. I think it's still there, like, but it's very, very small. But if you made her choose like your daughter or your love life. I think she would choose the other one, the love life, rather than her daughter. I think she wants to go back to being, yeah, just single person, I guess. Just a woman, not a mother anymore. But yeah, when you have a child, your life changes though, and it cannot be like that anymore. But for Rosa, yes, it just grew. The resentment just grew and grew and grew and grew and grew. Even though there's a sliver of a part of her like that still wants to be Maria's mother, or still does from time to time, but when she's doing something that I guess she likes, she loves, like going out with another guy, drinking, she forgets about Maria now. Like totally forgets her, or just puts her to the side and then just do whatever she wants. And of course, yes, that is not good. That is not good. But it's sad. It's sad that she kept saying that to Maria earlier. I didn't even know what to say anymore. They were just shouting at each other there. Like, my god, this game, man. Like this episode, I guess, not this game, this episode in general is just, it's just depressing. Compared to the other ones. First one was total mystery though. Like you could see, like there's some stuff there, but it's total mystery what is happening in Rokinjima Island. All that stuff. And then we had the last episode, the third one. Ava, successor, finding the gold. Pretty much still a mystery all in all. But this episode in general, not just Maria, but also for NJ as well. Her being bullied. Yeah, this episode is just very depressing, especially the first, I'll just say first half of this game. I guess the other half is when we started the ritual that with Kinzo, right? But the first half is just totally depressing part. Very, very depressing part. And yeah, I wish that we're done with that part because I want to just I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying it's I don't want to see a lot of those scenes anymore. Like there's way too many already. Very sad, depressing scenes, way too many already. Let's just go to the mystery side now, right? But if we have those, I mean, it's fine for me. But what I'm saying is, it's just hard sometimes watching those scenes, especially when they're saying like very, very hurtful stuff to each other, right? It's sad because that happens in reality as well. I mean, it did not happen to me, but what I'm saying is, it happens in reality. That happens, and I don't want that to happen. Yeah. Very, very sad. Okay, do we have anything here that we can read before we end? The goats. We haven't seen the goats yet in this episode. Maybe we'll find them later. Maybe. We'll find out. Anja has not appeared yet again. Shuramiya Ava. But yeah, I guess. Okay. So we are gonna continue this and do more of Umineko When They Cry. Episode 4. In the next ones. I'll just see you then, guys. Bye bye.